Good morning. I often ask how I do my script, so I'm going to walk you through the script writing process. As you can see on screen, I already have the title and concept for this video, so I took inspiration from VA Twitter. A lot of girlies were doing a tweet where they would get their OC made in a drawn in a maid's dress. So that in turn creates a few maid roleplay videos, which is poggers. Absolutely happy to hear that. And then for me, I took inspiration from it because I said, hey, what happens if I was in a maid costume, but I'm not actually your maid? You accidentally hired an ASMR artist. So it kind of creates a fun dynamic between me and the listener. So that is where I get my concept. You can pick up a concept from anywhere. You can even get concepts from viewers. I often encourage viewers to comment what they would like to see. It gives me a really good insight on the content that will get popular and the content that might flop in turn. By far, I have found that romance plots certainly do very well, very well. And today I'm just going to run through the quick concept that is creating a script. If you didn't know, I write all my scripts for all my own videos. Literally only 2 videos I did not write this script, and even then I still adjusted it for my needs. So when I write a script, I have a clear concept in mind. If you are like, yeah, I want to be a Neko. Yeah, okay, but what's her personality? What's the dynamic gonna be? Like, you kind of have to think ahead, or else you're gonna be staring at the screen and not knowing what's gonna come out. So, for example, on my video is accidentally hiring an ASMR artist, as I've said. So there's gonna be a fun dynamic between me and the listener, because I'm going to be like, are you ready then? And you're like, hey, where's the cleaning supplies? Like, this kind of thing going on. So it's gonna be really kind of fun, and interesting, I think is the word. Hopefully very tingly, of course. So first things first, you just kind of want to start up an intro. I find it best if you break down your script into sections. So my intro is where I'm being introduced to the listener. So I'm gonna door and then knocking, like really simple, really basic. You just gotta come up with the concept and go for it. So hello, I'm here for my appointment with you. I even have the maid dress like you said. So it doesn't have to be anything like super, like you don't have to dive into lore or go crazy. I personally specialize, I will say the word specialize very, not specialized, but you know what I mean. I do not often create series. I do create one-off videos in mind with a part 2. I often leave videos open to a part 2. Does that imply that I'm actually ever going to fulfill the part 2? That's a whole different question, but yeah. So first things first, we're going to write our introductory paragraph. That's going to introduce us to her character, introduce us to her mannerisms, and then we can see what kind of dynamic goes on. So let me just focus on that for a second. I do also get asked, hey, you know, when it comes to writing, do you need to like know your stuff? Do you need to have like a background or something? I will tell you right now, I never finished high school. I have problems reading. The words change to different things, and when I type the wrong, like, you don't need any background. You just need to go for it. You learn best by doing, not by thinking. I'm sure that makes sense. So as you can see, I wrote up, this is not a full paragraph, by the way. I would not recommend writing calling this a paragraph that's like 3 sentences, well, 4 technically, but I'll go in a bit more detail about timing later. I am strongly suggesting you write a script that will provide you 10 minutes worth of content. Unfortunately, we are all slaves to the algorithm, and a video that's less than 10 minutes, yes, it can get popular. Yes, it has happened to me for my older stuff. I have had shorter videos get popular. It is very rare. I would I would usher you to really push your limits, I guess, and go for 10 minutes plus. As for the script, as I write it, I can hear how I'm going to do it in my head. So obviously this is my talking voice, very tomboyish, not really trying to impress anyone with this bad boy. However, when I read the script back to myself, hello, I'm here for my appointment with you. I even have the maid dress, like you said. As weird as that request was. You see how you know what I'm going for? You can see how it's like gonna be an interesting, and it kind of hooks the viewer because they're like, a maid dress? I asked this person to wear a maid dress for me? I do exclusively pretty much write female for male audios. This is not to exclude any groups or anything. This is simply the fact men pay my bills. That is it. There's nothing else going on behind that. Men pay my bills. Females, poggers, you guys are awesome. You are few and far between, and it is very rare that a female has like supported me as a content creator. That's perfectly fine. Obviously, because I only cater to a certain gender, then of course the statistics are going to be like that. I just find it harder to gain female support, so I don't avoid it. I do have concepts coming out that are female orientated. Heck, I even have a collab with another VA coming out that is female for female, but yeah, exclusively I will say him, he in the scripts. I will say I have tried gender neutral scripts. They do not hit as hard. There's something about being called him directly. I think it's because the viewer in the roleplay understands that I am addressing them directly. However, it works differently for everyone. Where was I? Hello there, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kathy, and I shall be your lovely assistant for today. I hope to fulfill my duties to the best of my ability. So we're gonna kind of confuse the listener. We're gonna say, so where are we gonna get started? Do you want it in the living area, the bathroom, or the bedroom? So this is kind of like, wait, what's going on here? I don't understand. What do you mean, do I want it in the bedroom? I do find if I put in a little cheeky remark here and there, it does boost comments. People notice it and they're happy to see it in their plots when there's a bit of a, I guess the word is chemistry, or a weird sort of atmosphere or tension. Would that be accurate? Mayhaps. So I'm going to finish off this paragraph, this introductory paragraph, and then I'll get back to you when we start the next one. As a little side note, I would try your best not. This is just comes to writing in general. If you keep repeating the same words, it is not going to sound nice in the delivery of a script. I highly recommend not doing that, because things start to sound repetitive. They don't sound very productive or different. You can't differentiate a section of a video between another because you're like, huh, I don't understand. I'm not sure what you're saying. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, you can find different words and different ways to say them. English language is beautiful for that. You can also look up synonyms online if that also helps. I used to do it at the start. Don't really need it so much because I'm just that good, baby. So just there, I've decided that the video is going to be 1 hour long. That's not a problem. I'm going to teach you guys how to go through it. It does not mean a 1 hour long video does not imply 1 hour long talking, if that makes sense. You can fill it up with other things. This is specializing in ASMR roleplay. ASMR roleplay is the word here. So that is my introductory paragraph. When I first started VA work, this is the equivalent of 2 paragraphs. I cannot say that word properly. If you are just starting out, I do not expect you in any way, shape, or form to produce this much. You would be producing A tier content right off the bat. No one is expecting you to do that when you start up. Do not put that pressure on yourself. You will make yourself miserable when it comes to content. I will say this, and I will say it now. Have fun when you make your content, and it will come through. If you are miserable, you're hating every second of it, you are not enjoying yourself, look, I'm gonna be straight with you. You're either writing the wrong type of content that you're not interested in, or this kind of work isn't for you. And I know a lot of people are like, hey, DTL, you can't say that. You can't be negative and say that this work isn't for everyone. VA work is not for everyone. There's nothing wrong with admitting that. It's just another job, and not everyone is suited for every single job in the world. You have to enjoy yourself, I would say, and then you know what they say, you'll never work a day in your life if you love what you do. I'm recording right now, it says 18 minutes for me to do this first paragraph. It'll take me a while, but that's fine. I love what I do, and if you're not loving what you're doing, it's gonna show. It's really gonna show hardcore. So that was our introductory paragraph. As we can see now, the next stage, I'm progressing the script that we're now in the bedroom, and I'm going to do tingles on the customer. So I have an archive of tingles that I can pull from that I recorded all myself, so it makes recording a lot easier. This is for a very long video, so I might name this video for it. So I would often do this script right here, this paragraph. I can't say it. This is probably 3 minutes of talking. Maybe 2 minutes, because when you're talking ASMR versus when you're talking to create a story, this is creating a story. I will say this at regular speed. Like, I'm not gonna be like, does it seem like something that you are curious about? Like, it doesn't work like that. Versus when you're in ASMR mode, you can speak a lot slower, a lot tinglier. I said 1 hour, didn't I? I already regret saying 1 hour. Okay, so the way I would separate this, 5 minutes per tingle. You do not have to talk the entire time. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 30 minutes. 7. I can't do this I'm not good at maths. 10, and then I might do like a big session at the end. Having to use my brain, and then I'll just combine. I'll combine these two together. So next I'm going to allocate the 5-minute tingle slot. I'll just put in brackets to keep me right when it comes to the editing stage. I also edit all my own stuff, so you kind of have to get good at making things as easy and as straightforward as possible for you. So when it comes to tingles, I will talk for maybe 2 minutes introduction wise, talk about the tingles, how all that kind of good stuff, and then I will remain silent, but I will let the tingle play out. So if it's hair play, you just hear hair play brushing for like 3 minutes straight, that's fine, not a problem. So you can see how, although it's a longer video, it does not imply that I need to talk for an entire hour. And people do enjoy when there's roleplay context, and then they're free to enjoy the tingles at the end of it, at the end. So I'm going to give you 3 examples next, coming right up. I'm using Google Docs, by the way, I don't think I said that. So I'm going to do I'm choosing to do shoulder massage, and then I'll write about how I want to relax the person, and then I might do ear cleaning route. People love ear cleaning. I am more than happy to provide it. It's a nice easy edit for me on the other side. So we're gonna do the ear cleaning route. So ear cleaning with water, and then ear blowing side to side, and then after that we do ear brushing, then we do ear cleaning, and then we do inner ear, inner, oops, inner ear cleaning. Then after that, we can do skin massage. Then running out of things to do here. What can we do after that? Hold on. I can check out my little... I have a archive of sounds. I cannot show you them because they have a few sounds that aren't really appropriate. Ear brushing, I actually have 1, 2, and 3, so I could probably extend the time on 4 to make it a 10-minute long section. Oh, I know. Skin massage, then we can do ear massage. Oh. Okay, hold on. This is just gonna be an ear special, honestly. I mean, that's what ASMR is anyway, so I completely messed that up. Ear cupping is a very popular one. Ear rubbing. Ear tapping. Okay, this is an ear special by far. What else have I got? I've got ear lotion. Then I have ear attention. Now, ear attention is a tingle, but it's not called what it's supposed to be called because YouTube filters do not like it. But that should give you a hint what ear attention means. And then I'll leave that as the outro, and then I'll just say, well. Sometimes Google has no idea that what I wanted to type. So for the outro, it's nothing special. This is a platonic roleplay. Not everyone is here for the, oh, they fall madly in love to make... not everyone is here to fall madly in love, so this will be a platonic one. When I do hugging into the script, I am very blessed. I have a 3DO, and you can hear when I go left or right, so when I give the person a hug, I will move in. So that's our outro already done, our intro already done. I would heavily recommend give yourself a title, give yourself a concept, and then give yourself stages, because if you're just looking at a blank page and you're like, I don't know what to, it's hard. Break it up, make them bite-sized pieces. Look, I already have the tingles planned out. I just pulled that out of my butt. As you get more confident in VA work and this kind of content, it should start coming to you. I'm, what, 2 years and a couple of months now going strong. I can take a picture, look at it, and make a whole plot based on it. Like, it will come to you, you will learn, your brain will get good at this. Don't doubt yourself. I would say, as for a learning curve, if you're looking for a learning curve, Good luck with that. I honestly, you just get better. Every time you actively do something, you get better. That's the best I got for you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write 3 paragraphs as an example for you on what we're kind of looking for here. And you can take that on board, do what you please with it, and then that'll be us. I think we're done. Giving you all the tips and tricks I can. So we've just finished the first paragraph. From this, probably 2 minutes of talking, and then the 3 minutes will be filled up with the tingle. I will do the tingle. I won't start it right away. Where will I start it? Yeah. I start the tingle here. So this is just words that don't have anything behind it. Perfectly okay. I will make a video later for just anime roleplay where there's no tingles, because there's a difference between creating ASMR and anime roleplay. Roleplay audio. There's a difference between ASMR and roleplay audio. At the start, I used to focus on roleplay audio, but I did drift over to ASMR. I found it to be a really fun niche, and I like the concepts that I come up with. I'm very happy with the Tingle Patrol concept that I came up with, and a few others. I'll put them on screen if I have the energy and resources to. But I definitely love. I keep saying the word specialize. It's not really specializing, but you know how it is. Okay, so we'll go on to writing the next paragraph. So for this paragraph, I am introducing some, just kind of, not mindless talk, but a ramble, because it'll get the viewer thinking, and it can place a story in their head. I often find that the people that consume my kind of content, they're actually very creative in their head, and they can see this stuff like kind of come out in their mind, like I'm painting a picture in their mind. And it kind of makes like a really nice feel when it comes to the content. And it's really enjoyable because like when I think of this back to myself, like hearing a stream trickling near me, I get like a nice soothing relaxing feel. Like once again, I'm like speaking of things that are relaxing. I'm not like, oh, and then I had like a massive fight with a friend and we were throwing punches. Like none of this stuff. That's gonna get your heart rate going. We want to soothe the listener to the best of our ability, and the way that we can do this or enable the viewer to become relaxed is to speak on topics that are very pleasant or stories, and heck, it might even help them come up with a few long lost memories that they didn't even know they had when they were younger. You know, we just kind of a nice relaxing vibe where we are the ones doing the talking and the socializing for the viewer. Does that make sense? We are enabling them to just have a moment of quiet to themselves and paint a picture in their minds for them to enjoy. Okay, I'll do one more paragraph. I'll type it live for you, and then we'll finish up. So for this, for example, ear blowing can only be done in one ear at a time because there's only one human at a time. We're not gonna break the fourth wall and I'll have like an extra mouth kicking around. So for me to symbolize that I'm going to speak into one side of the mic or the other, I'm going to give a little mini paragraph after a few sentences in each ear. So as you can see, we've already beefed up this script, so when it comes to this kind of thing, we're already on 3 pages. This is gonna be like 5 pages long. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to edit, but it is what it is. And that is kind of how I write scripts. This was a very general overlook. If you have any kind of thing that you want me to go over when it comes to VA advice, you are more than welcome to comment it below and I will create a video based on it. It could be as simple as like, hey, can we forget the ASMR stuff? Can you just write an anime, I keep saying anime, a roleplay audio script where it's just all talking and I can teach you about the timings on stuff. Because like I said, at the start of the script, I'm like, hello, I'm here for my appointment with you. I even had the maid dress, like you said, like all this. And then when it comes to like me whispering in someone's ear, when I'm whispering into the microphone, I have to be quiet or I'm gonna pop that mic so hard. It's like, I find that, I would like speak slowly here, so I'd be like, I find that customers can have stronger reactions in one ear than the other. One ear over the other? I'll fix the writing later. That comes later at the end of the script. Often when I'm recording, I'll correct something on the day, honestly. It's a bit of a nightmare. But that was just a general overview. This, from the time it takes me to finish a very large script like this is probably going to take me well over an hour. Maybe even 2 hours if I'm just not focusing and kind of just have it on in the background. If, for example, I was just doing a audio roleplay confession, I would heavily recommend probably around this much word count, and it should just get you 10 minutes in length. I would strongly recommend this many words if you want to make that 10-minute mark plus over. But as I said, if you have any questions or you're interested in more content or VA advice or even how to start up a channel, then just hit me up and then I'll see what I can do. Thanks so much for hanging and I'll see you later. Bye!